5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
We begin today at 4 with a developing story in St. Louis County. Human remains have been discovered at a popular park. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kay Quinn. The Maryland Heights Police Department is leading the investigation. They're working to learn more about the grim discovery at Creve Coeur Lake Memorial Park. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer has been following the story all day long. What else have police told you, Diamond?
Well, Kate, Maryland Heights Police Department says that they are currently working this death investigation in the area of the boathouse of the park. They also say they don't suspect foul play, but at this moment in time, they don't have a positive ID of this deceased person. Now, these human remains were found Sunday in Creve Coeur Lake Memorial Park, a park that spans nearly 2,000 acres and is also considered one of the largest here at St. Louis County Park System. The investigation in the park comes just months after a 67-year-old man went missing in late July and his car was found at this park. In August, police confirmed the search was unsuccessful in finding the man. Maryland Heights police have not said if there's a connection between the two, but I spoke to several park goers who say the news is shocking.
I'm not going to do evenings, but it makes me feel a little apprehensive, but I'm going to keep coming.
I love this park. It's so beautiful to come out here. So I'm really, very shocked about what happened.
Now, our team has reached out to Maryland Heights Police Department for more information, and they say that more information will be released later today. Reporting live here in Maryland Heights, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
All right, thank you, Diamond. The major case squad has been called in to investigate the city of Clayton's first murder since 2006. Officers were called to the 7500 block of Wydown Boulevard around 5:25 this morning for reports of shots fired. That's where they found the body of a man who'd been shot. Investigators aren't releasing much information. Busy Wydown Boulevard was shut down for several hours. If you know anything, you're asked to call 314-290-8444. Residents of a Richmond Heights neighborhood are back in their homes after a gas leak. People living in several homes were evacuated shortly after 8:30 this morning when a crew working on sewer lines hit a gas line. This happened along Arthur Avenue. One resident says she didn't notice the smell of gas inside her home.
I was out of town last night and was just doing a little bit of unpacking before I got my workday started, and then I heard a knock on the door and was informed I needed to evacuate. And once I walked out and came down the way, that's when I could smell the gas.
Spire crews capped the line. Repairs are underway. The gas has dissipated and residents are back in their homes. Power and fuel supplies are running out at Gaza's largest hospital. The lives of patients there, including newborns, are on the line. We want to warn you, some of the images you're about to see may be difficult to watch. NBC's Alice Barr reports.
A new level of desperation in the Gaza Strip as the World Health Organization says the enclave's largest hospital, Al-Shifa, is no longer functioning. Searing images show what's at stake. More than 30 premature babies taken out of their incubators, wrapped for warmth as the power fails. Doctors say 3 died over the weekend.
They're all in life danger because they do not have the heat, the humidity, and the oxygen they need.
Dr. Mads Gilbert speaking to us from Cairo, the Norwegian doctor who worked for decades in hospitals in Gaza, now in direct contact with colleagues inside Al-Shifa, where remaining medical workers do what they can by flashlight amid intense fighting outside the complex. NBC's Kristen Welker pressed Israel's prime minister on the steep civilian toll.
Every civilian death, every dead baby is a tragedy, but that tragedy should be placed squarely at the responsibility of Hamas, that is keeping its military installations inside hospitals.
The Israeli government maintains Hamas hides a command center under Al-Shifa Hospital. Hamas denies it.
It's public, in the public domain, that this is a tactic by Hamas. They do headquarter themselves in places of civilian infrastructure. They deliberately try to place the people of Gaza, innocent Palestinians, between them and the Israeli Defense Forces.
President Biden saying today hospitals must be protected. Israel says it is trying to evacuate patients, though giving few details, releasing images of Israeli soldiers leaving fuel for generators, but only 80 gallons, enough for half an hour, according to hospital staff. Meanwhile, the Israeli prime minister offering hope there could be a deal to free hostages taken by Hamas in its brutal terror attack, as the White House reveals that one American hostage is just 3 years old. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Right now, police are working to identify a man shot and killed at a South St. Louis gas station. According to St. Louis police, it happened at the Moto Mart at the intersection of Chippewa and Jefferson just after 7 last night. The victim was shot in the stomach and taken to a hospital. Right now, we don't know the name of the victim or what led to the shooting. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. No one was hurt in a warehouse fire south of Forest Park this morning. Smoke could be seen on the horizon as the one-story brick building on Pierce Avenue burned around 10 a.m. Firefighters arrived to heavy smoke and flames coming from the roof above the National Electrical Contract Company. They say everyone got out okay. No word yet on the cause there. The old circular library on the Lindbergh High School campus has been reinvented. A new gifted learning center was dedicated in that space this morning. It's called the Idea Center, and it's the Lindbergh School District's first dedicated home for elementary school gifted education programs like LEAP and PEGS. District officials say having a dedicated central location for gifted programs in an unusual space will accentuate creative learning styles.